Did you know that over 2 million homes across the United Kingdom could soon be considered legally unfit to rent, simply because they fail to meet new energy efficiency rules? And shockingly, that's just the beginning. A wave of new laws, reforms, hidden regulations, and little-known legal traps is sweeping through the housing market quietly, quickly, and with massive consequences. Thousands of homeowners have no idea how close they are to being forced to sell their properties by 2026, not because they've broken any rules, but because the rules themselves are changing right beneath their feet. Make no mistake, this isn't fear-mongering. Across the country, landlords are already offloading their homes at record speed. Leaseholders are discovering their flats are worth far less than they expected. Buyers are pulling out of sales at the very last minute. Banks are tightening their lending rules. And ordinary families who thought they were financially secure are suddenly finding themselves tangled in red tape, surprise bills, and property traps that never existed before. Some of these laws have already passed. Others are being debated right now. But all of them combined are reshaping the UK housing market in a way we've never seen before. So what exactly is going on? Why are thousands of responsible, hard-working homeowners at risk of losing homes they've spent decades building and paying for? And most importantly, could your home be next? Welcome to Pensioners Power, your trusted source for everything you need to know about pensions, retirement planning, and financial wellness. Here, we cover the latest news, expert insights, and essential updates to help you maximize your retirement years. Whether it's understanding pension schemes, making the most of your savings, or staying informed about financial changes, you're in the right place. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Now, let's jump right into today's topic: EPC regulations. If any law is going to shake the foundations of the UK property market, this is it. Today, every property is given an EPC rating, ranging from A for the most energy-efficient homes down to G for the least. Right now, landlords only need their properties to reach Band E or above. But that is changing fast. By 2026, every newly rented property will likely need to meet a minimum of Band C. And by 2028, this requirement is expected to apply to all rentals, new and existing. Sounds good for the environment, right? But here's the catch. More than 2 million homes in the UK do not meet this standard. Many are older properties. Many are Victorian or period builds. And upgrading them to EPC is not easy or cheap. We're talking new insulation, upgraded windows, smart heating, heat pumps, solar panels, and more. In many cases, the cost runs into the tens of thousands of pounds. That's why landlords are already panicking. Some are selling early. Some are quitting the rental market entirely. And some are discovering that their homes, once valuable, are now becoming liabilities. Even if you're not a landlord, this affects you. Buyers are checking EPC scores before making offers. Banks and lenders are offering better mortgage rates for energy-efficient homes. Some lenders are quietly refusing to lend money on properties with very poor EPC ratings. That means your EPC could decide whether your home sells quickly, slowly, or not at all. Your ability to remortgage, refinance, or release equity could depend on it. And if your property fails to meet the upcoming minimum standards, you might find yourself stuck with a home you cannot rent, cannot sell, and cannot afford to upgrade. Next, let's talk about the silent threat to flat owners: leasehold reform. If you own a flat in the UK, there is a ticking time bomb beneath your feet: the lease. Millions of homeowners live in properties they technically do not fully own. They've signed long-term agreements with freeholders, often without realizing the long-term consequences. Many of these agreements include rising ground rents, fees for basic permissions, and rules that feel more like traps than terms. Now the government is stepping in to shake up the leasehold system, with proposals to ban leasehold houses, reduce exploitative ground rents, and make it easier for flat owners to buy their freeholds. On paper, this sounds great. But in reality, it's causing major uncertainty. Buyers are becoming cautious. Lenders are pulling back. Developers are moving away from leasehold entirely. And many existing flats, especially those with fewer than 80 years remaining on their leases, are suddenly worth less on the open market. Some sales collapse midway when buyers see hidden fees buried deep within the lease. Some owners are trapped between leasehold restrictions and cladding issues, leaving their homes virtually unsellable. If you're a leaseholder, you cannot afford to wait. You need to check your lease length, review your terms, and explore options to extend or buy your freehold now before the rules tighten and your property becomes even harder to sell. That brings us to the next crisis, cladding. After the Grenfell Tower tragedy, the government introduced strict fire safety rules. And although these rules were designed to save lives, they left tens of thousands of homeowners trapped in homes they cannot sell, cannot remortgage, and cannot escape. Once a building is flagged for unsafe cladding, lenders refuse mortgages. Every sale collapses. Your property becomes worthless on paper, even if you've done nothing wrong. The cost of fixing cladding issues is enormous. Some buildings require millions of pounds of work. Some homeowners are being billed tens of thousands of pounds for repairs they cannot afford. Others are facing repossession because they cannot pay. Some are forced to sell at huge losses just to escape the nightmare. Even low-rise blocks are now caught up in the crisis. And until your building is certified as safe, your flat could be a dead end financially. Then we have capital gains tax changes, a quiet threat that is already pushing landlords and second homeowners to sell. There are proposals to align capital gains tax with income tax. If that happens, the tax you pay when selling a second property could almost double. For landlords with investment homes, for families planning to sell inherited properties, for people hoping to cash out in retirement, this could wipe out tens of thousands of pounds in profit overnight. Many are selling early, rather than risk being hit by future tax rises. And if demand from investors drops, property values in some areas could fall. Another growing problem is council tax rebanding. Councils are quietly reviewing tax bands across the country. Some homes are being moved into higher brackets because of renovations or increases in local property values. Homeowners are suddenly being hit with higher monthly bills. And many don't even know it's happening until a new higher bill drops through their letterbox. This affects home values too. Buyers are wary of properties with unusually high council tax bands. And if your home is rebanded before you sell, it could scare off potential buyers. But the legal changes don't stop there. The Renters Reform Bill is one of the biggest shake-ups in rental law in decades. It eliminates Section 21, the no-fault eviction rule. Many landlords fear they will become trapped with problem tenants or face lengthy legal battles just to regain their property. Combined with stricter housing standards, new complaint systems, and national registers, many landlords feel the system is turning against them. As a result, thousands are selling their properties, reducing rental supply across the UK. Planning permission overhauls are also reshaping communities. The government is pushing for more housing, faster approvals, and higher density developments. Areas once protected from large-scale construction are now seeing new housing estates, blocks of flats, and infrastructure projects approved in record time. Homeowners who bought into quiet neighborhoods are discovering their views replaced by cranes and scaffolding. And when large developments appear nearby, house values often fall. By the time many homeowners learn about these changes, it's too late. The plans have already been approved. The rise of green mortgages is another powerful shift. Banks are prioritizing environmentally friendly homes. Properties with poor EPC scores are already becoming harder to finance. Some lenders refuse mortgages for homes rated below a certain level. Others offer much better rates for efficient homes. This means buyers may avoid older homes that need upgrades, pushing down their value. For homeowners, improving your EPC rating is becoming essential, not optional. Then there are anti-money laundering laws. These laws are cracking down on anonymous property ownership, especially foreign ownership. Anyone who cannot prove their identity, source of funds, or corporate structure risks fines, asset freezes, or forced sales. Even UK citizens using company structures for buy-to-let portfolios could get caught if their paperwork isn't perfect. Properties tied to unclear ownership records could be blocked from selling or even seized. Finally, inheritance tax reform proposals could force families to sell inherited homes just to pay the tax. With property prices rising, many ordinary families, not wealthy ones, are being pushed over the tax threshold. If exemptions are reduced or thresholds lowered, more families will be forced to sell quickly, often below market value, just to meet tax bills due within months. The truth is clear. The UK housing market isn't just changing, it's transforming. Laws are tightening, regulations are shifting, financial rules are evolving, and most people don't realize what's happening until they're already caught in the middle of it. These changes are already affecting real people, forcing them to sell, relocate, or take on massive financial burdens. But knowledge is power. The more you understand now, the better prepared you will be. Check your EPC rating. Review your lease. Speak to a financial expert. Look into cladding status. Stay informed about tax proposals. Don't let changes catch you off guard. Thank you for watching Pensioners Power. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights on the issues that affect the UK. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest updates.